Can you hear me? Let me know. Let me know how good it sounds. I actually might have to bring my sister's phone up. All right. It should sound a little bit more without like noise canceling. So it should sound like it's focused in on me. How's the volume? How's the sound? I'm trying out the new lapels. I'm doing something a bit different tonight. I'm not, doing it usually my normal way of doing a live stream, so it's going to be a bit different tonight, but I am excited. How does it sound? Let me know. Does it sound good? Sounds great. Okay, I do have, like I said, I do have background noise off, so it should sound pretty good. I'm going to mess with the volume setting. Let me know if it sounds good. Okay, how's it sound? Is it too high, too low? Let me know because I want to know how good the volume is because I can't check it unless like I have my sister's phone. But you guys are gonna let me know. You said I really like the sound and the video is really clear. Thank you. I really appreciate that. Did you see the other fake AI leaks? Yes, I did, Seth. It sounds great. It sounds perfect. Okay, good. I'm not gonna mess with it then if it sounds good. As long as it doesn't sound too low. This has a 4-prong volume. It does not have 5. So this might be, I think when I boot up the thing, it's already at 2. So this might be on 2 or it might be on 3. So let me know. I'm actually gonna max output it and we'll kind of just go from scratch and you guys can let me know. How does it sound? Too loud? It should be at max output. If it's too loud, I'll go down one. Let me know. And then we'll kind of get started. I'm actually going to be putting this right here. It should be good, hopefully. Put that on. All right. All right. It sounds good. Are we good still? Still, it still sounds good. All right, good, good. All right, perfect. All right, good. All righty, guys. Welcome back again to another chill stream. Like I said, today is Friday the 28th. Today was Black Friday. I want to know right off rip, how was everybody's Thanksgiving? Was it good? Was it bad? Let me know. How was everybody's Thanksgiving? Mine was pretty good. I didn't really find any figures today, but I did have a figure come in today that I've been waiting for. And we actually are going to be doing a figure unboxing here on stream. This isn't going to be a long stream. I just wanted to test out the lapels, see how they sound, which hopefully they sound good. This will kind of be the lapels will be this kind of a new way of me of making videos when it comes to like vlogs or if it comes to like movie reviews. And occasionally when we do our chill streams like this, because sometimes I'll be doing it from the PC and sometimes I'll be doing this when going forward if we have any like figure unboxings that I'm going to be doing here, or if I just can't, or if I just don't want to use the PC and I kind of just want to kind of go handheld from my phone. But this makes it where it's a little bit better. The quality of the sound is a bit crisper. It kind of cuts out the background audio and it kind of focuses on my voice. So I'm very, very happy about that. Hopefully the charge stays for because the charge is lasts up to 18 hours. So hopefully right out the gate, these things are kind of fully charged. I honestly don't know. So if it does kind of cut out, let me know and I'll kind of disconnect the lapels because that way you guys can let me know if the lapels die or not. I'll probably charge this one because I only had one activated so far, kind of trying some things out. I did some test videos. I'm still getting used to things. I have it at the right setting that I want it to be on. I just didn't know if the volume level was good. So you guys are telling me it's good. That's great to hear, but I'm just excited to hear how everybody's Thanksgiving has been. Make sure to like the stream, of course. We will not be watching any videos in today's chill stream because, like I said, I'm not on my PC. I am going handheld from my phone and testing out the lapels. But like I said, I had a figure come in today. Went Black Friday shopping. Didn't find anything that I wanted. But I will say I got some cologne, which I'm very, very happy about. I was short on cologne, so I found this cool cologne store. got some great deals on Coach cologne and some other cool cologne. That is kind of like my first time trying it. I can't remember the name of it, but it was a killer deal. It was like the one bottle of Coach cologne was, I want to say it was like, I think it was like 60 something bucks. And then the other one was 25, and it was like you had to buy one, and then there was a select colognes that they put out a part of the deal. If you buy one, you get to choose from kind of like they had like a price, kind of like a different pricing of the select colognes that you could choose from. And this dude chose the 25 one, and he said, judging off of how you like this cologne, this Coach one, you're gonna like this one. And he was correct. It does smell amazing. And it's a large bottle of this one cologne that I got, and it smells great, and I can't wait to use it. But that was kind of my Black Friday. I didn't really find any figures, but I knew I had a figure coming in the mail. So you said, hey, Zach, how are you? Hey, Zach. You said, hey, Zach, how are you? New My Hero episode drops tomorrow. I know. I can't wait. I'm super, super excited. I'm good, Alternate. Thank you for asking. How are you? How are all y'all doing? I'm doing good. How is everybody doing in the chat? What's your new episode? Oh, wait, what's your new episode, Ultra? What's My Hero? Oh, My Hero Academia. That's what he's talking about. That was a good sales guy, lol. Yes, it was a good sales guy. Yeah, My Hero Academia. But speaking of My Hero Academia, my SH Figuarts Bakugo came in today, which I am very happy about this. I had to spend a little bit more to get this figure. This was more than retail, but it was well worth it. I'm glad I didn't really have to wait that long. If I would have got it through Amazon, I would have had to wait until December. It was like late December, and I was like, I'm not doing it. So it finally came in today. It looks incredible, as you guys can see. And I love how it says on the box, Great Explosion, Murder God, Dynamite. It says on the box, which is really, really cool. Of course, that's Bakugo's hero name, which is just super funny. But I did get this today, and I'm going to be doing an unboxing for it probably tomorrow. I don't think I'll be getting to this tonight because I woke up at 5 today. Actually, no, I woke up at 4 today to go Black Friday shopping at 5. So I'm not that exhausted, but I was exhausted when I got back home, which was around like I got back to my friend's place around 12. I think it was around 12 or 9, and I was there until about 1. And I started to really get tired. Then I ate food. I started to kind of recharge my batteries a bit. I'm feeling a little bit better now. I'm not so tired. Give me an hour, I'll probably crash. I don't know, who knows, but yeah, so if I'm talking a little bit slow, or if I look a little bit sluggish, it's because, like I said, I woke up at like 4 today, and I didn't go to bed until 1. So all in all, I got about like 2 hours of sleep. So bear with me if I'm kind of can't come up with the right words and stuff like that. But there's a video dropping soon for the SH Figuarts Bakugo. Stay tuned. Probably going to drop sometime tomorrow. Just keep a lookout. Worst comes to worst, it'll be up by Sunday. I do think that this will be up by tomorrow, though, because I want to get it up by Deku on my shelf. So that's going to be coming soon to the channel. Keep a lookout. I said, hey, that's Peak. W Great Explosion, Murder God, Dynamite. Yes, sir. The one figure we are going to be unboxing that I got the day before yesterday, I think it was the day before Black Friday. No, I got it, I think, the day before Thursday. I think I got this on Wednesday or Tuesday. I think it was Tuesday because I think that's when my brother works. But I picked up, and this is regarding on a video we watched last week. I think it was last week. I got the Marvel Legends series Werewolf by Night, a part of the Build-A-Figure wave. I picked up the Werewolf by Night figure. This is what we're going to be unboxing on stream today. So there he is in all of his glory. This is the one that one dude was talking shit about, making it sound like this was the worst one, a part of the wave. I don't believe that, just because it had pins and just because apparently the neck articulation wasn't the best. I think this figure looks amazing. This one is probably the most standout to me out of the entire Bath wave, in my personal opinion, a part of the Executioner wave, which I just want to say they did have today. They did have Enchantress at my local GameStop. I didn't pick her up. I was thinking about picking her up, but I did not pick her up. So yeah. You said that's sick. That's a sick figure. Thank you. I appreciate it. Zach, if you were to be a character in My Hero universe, what would your quirk be? And what would your hero name be? Dude, I don't even know. That's a hard question. I've never thought about that. I don't know. You'll have to. I'll have to get back to you on that because I honestly don't know. It's funny. I don't know. Maybe like I don't know. My friend, I think it was yesterday, said, "Oh, like your hero name could be like Zachariah or Zack Attack," which would be hilarious. But I don't know. I don't know what it would be. That's a great question. I don't even know what my power. Probably something with strength. Probably strength and speed. I feel like it would be very much what Deku's able to do. If anything, if I could choose one thing from Deku's abilities, it would probably have to be probably gear shift. I think I'd use gear shift. That's such a cool ability. I probably would do that. Now, mind you, I don't know if it would. Yeah, yeah. I'm not going to take the gear shift before it got stronger. No, yeah, like I'm not going to take that when like the dude had gear shift and he wasn't able to do what Deku was able to do with gear shift. I would use the gear shift that Deku is able to do now. So that's the ability I think I would use because I think it'd be really really cool. That or Black Whip. I think one or the other, to be honest. But yeah, here's the front of the box right there, the werewolf right there. You said BRB. Okay, Seth. Here is the side paneling. I like that nice side paneling of the werewolf. Really, really cool. Of course, it says Werewolf by Night. I don't know if that's kind of upside down for you guys. I think it might be. Yeah, it should be fine. Yeah, Werewolf by Night. Hopefully, that's not upside down. Um, Here is the other side. I love this. I love the box art. I think it looks really, really sick of the werewolf. Says Marvel Legends down there. Of course, there is the under the box right there, and then of course it says Marvel on top. So that's really really cool. You said I would probably want electromagnetic powers like Magneto or Static Shock. That would be sick. That would be sick. All right, we are gonna open this up and we are gonna get right into this. I'm excited. I haven't opened up a figure in a minute since my video that I did, which was for the Total Anime, what was it, Dobby and Total Anime Shigaraki. So it's nice to kind of get back to doing a figure unboxing, especially on stream. I haven't done one of those in a long time, so it's a little bit nice to kind of change some things up, test out the lapels, and see how everything works. You said nice popcorn bucket. Uh, uh, nice popcorn bucket collection. I appreciate it. Thank you so much, Bacon. I really appreciate it. You said, I remember having a talk to my friends and asked them what would happen if Saitama had one for all, and we all agreed that his body would reject the power because of how OP he already is. Yeah. You said, what's good? Bacon sandwich. All right, here it goes. The werewolf's coming out. There he is in all of his glory. I think he looks good. I really like the paint apps. Mind you, I'm not going to get any of the other ones on the back. They did have, like I said, they did have Enchantress. They did have her. And they also had the World War II Logan Wolverine figure. They had both of those. I think the one that kind of caught my eye the most, if I had to choose between the Wolverine or the Enchantress, I would choose Enchantress. She looks really, really cool, that figure. Might pick her up at some point. I'm not sure. And all the rest of the figures I would say are pretty weak. They also had the Iron Man Mark 72. They also had him, but I wasn't like too keen on that figure. It looked cool seeing it in person, but I just think the werewolf is the best part of the wave, if I'm being completely honest. Besides like the Build-A-Figure of Scourge, I still think the werewolf's the best figure. And that's just my personal opinion. You guys might disagree, but that's personally how I'm feeling about it. Okay, I just want to make sure that's still on. Okay, it's still on. Cool. All right. Let's get him out. Cool. Also, he does come with, if you do get the werewolf, he does come with Scourge's arm. And he also comes with Scourge's hand. This is also his his left hand. So that's cool. Like I said, I don't think I'm ever going to build this figure, which is kind of sad. That's all he comes with. He's just the figure itself, and he comes with 2 Build-A-Figure pieces for Scourge. He is a part of the Build-A-Figure wave to build him, including the Iron Man, Mark 72, was it the Dark Avengers Spider-Man, the Warbow, Werewolf by Night, Enchantress, and then of course also Phantom Rider. If I had to choose, I would probably, if I did have to kind of go get another figure besides the werewolf, I would get Enchantress and I would probably pick up. I think I'd probably pick up Phantom Rider and probably turn him into something. Maybe I wouldn't keep him as Phantom Rider. Maybe I'd turn him into something else. He kind of reminds me of Deadpool. I'm not gonna lie. I don't know why. I think it's the white eyes and kind of like the shadowing around him. It kind of reminds me of Deadpool, like a variant of Deadpool, but it also kind of reminds me of a variant of Moon Knight. But here he is. Here's the werewolf. He does have pins. That's not a deal breaker for me. I know a lot of people are making a big deal about that, but he looks great. Just look at the detail. Look how great he looks. I love the eyes. And a lot of people are like, oh, we don't even get an extra head sculpt, like a non-growling head sculpt. I'm like, why would you want that? It's a werewolf. So you mean it's you could tell when people nitpick, and if I'm being completely honest, the only thing people were like it just felt like nitpicks, especially with like the reason I don't like it is because it doesn't have a lot of neck articulation or it has pins. It's very the reviewer mindset, and I look beyond the pins. If a figure has pins or if a figure doesn't have enough articulation, I look at the paint apps, and this figure has amazing paint apps. Like I think he has amazing paint apps. He looks great. I'm so happy to have him. Like I said, there's not much to him. He has double jointed knees, double jointed elbows. He can look up about this much, which I think is pretty good, all things considered. It looks like he is howling at the moon. He's looking up. I don't know what people wanted him to do, like look all the way up. Like that's what I'm saying is that I sometimes I feel like people don't really kind of know what they're talking about. But he can look up pretty high up. I don't know what the dude was talking about. He can look down this much. Nothing too crazy. He can't look all the way down, nor do I think he really would. Uh, he does not have butterfly joints. I'm okay with that. He does have an ab crunch, the standard ab crunch. So he does have that. Like I said, double jointed knees, double jointed elbows. He does not. Yeah, he has ankle rocker. So he does have ankle rocker, which I don't know if you guys can see that, but he does have ankle rocker. So that's cool. You said looks great. I think so. I'm back. What have I missed? Not much, Seth. We're just getting into the werewolf figure. Double jointed knees, double jointed elbows. He can look up pretty high. I don't know what the dude was talking about. He can look up like as low like that. Nothing too crazy. I don't think he's gonna be looking at the ground really. He does not have butterfly joints. He has pins. But I think the paint apps are the thing that really makes this figure stand out. You said throw a mini jacket on the figure, and it's Michael Jackson figure. It is. It's the Thriller Michael Jackson. Honestly, if I get a Leatherman jacket, a yellow and red Leatherman jacket, he would be Michael Jackson, which would be freaking cool. I do like how you can see his spine. You see that? You can see his spine right there. I love that detail work. It's actually sick. All right, I actually want to get him in like a cool pose. Let's like pose him real quick. Can I do that? Do this. Like I said, I don't think that dude tried hard enough because I seemed like he didn't really care about the figure. He kind of just gave up on it. It kind of at least that's what it looked like. Me, on the other hand, I'm actually really excited about this figure, and I'm not going to give up on it. I'm going to get him a cool pose. Kind of get him like this. Bend his arms a bit, or kind of like bend his wrists a bit. Okay, sick. Yeah, fire. Look how sick that looks. You know how cool that is? I can't believe people were talking shit on this figure. I'm getting him to stand super. I wish I could show you guys. I can. And the dude said it was hard. We'll even stand him up straight. We'll stand him up straight. He said it took a long time for him to stand him up. Let's just stand him up straight. I'm telling you, you can tell when someone's not being honest and they just like are doing it because they want the views. And it's like I told you, I don't buy things unless I know I want them. I never understand the whole buying it just to review it, even though you don't want it because you know it's going to get you views. I'm never like that. I buy things that I know I want and I know I'm gonna like. And this figure is dope. I think it's the standout of the bunch. I think he looks so cool. Just the detail. Look at the face. Look at the face on this figure. Look how good he looks. He looks sick. Nah, this figure's peak. I am putting this figure with my Midnight Suns. It's either my Midnight Suns shelf, my comic Midnight Suns shelf, or I'm gonna actually put him in my MCU with my Ted, with my Ted figure from Werewolf by Night. I don't know yet. What do you guys think? Put him in my MCU with Ted and the Midnight Suns, or should I put him in my comic Midnight Suns? What do you guys think? Looks great. I know, Lawrence, doesn't it? You said throw the mini. Okay, I read that. You said fire. Thanks, alternator. You said great figure. I think it's a great figure. I think he looks great. No notes, honestly. Like I said, I know people don't like the pins. Pins don't affect how I look at a figure. You know what I mean? I think this is a great figure. I also love the pants detail work. Look at the rips on the pants. I love that. How they're like they're kind of like frayed, like he ripped out and tore through them. That's actually sick. I love when they do that. And of course, we have like skin. It's like his fur. It's like he ripped the pant, like his knee. I like that. Like ripped the pant leg of the knee on the in the pants. Like that's really really cool. I like that. That's sick. I just can't wait to keep posing him. I want to get him here. I'm gonna pose him again. Let me get him in like a howling, where he's like howling at the moon type deal. Let me do that. Let me do that. Let me get him like that. Let me get him like that. Let me cook. Let me cook. Oh yes. Oh yeah. I'm cooking, guys. I'm cooking. I'm cooking. I'm cooking. Let me cook. Let me cook. Oh yeah, I'm cooking. I'm cooking. Oh yeah, this is sick. This is sick. All right, let me do this. All right. There we go. I think I got it. Takes a minute. I think I got it. Actually bend his one knee to kind of get an angle. Look how sick that is. I might have him like this. I like that. Let me actually get him. Let me actually get him up. I'm gonna get him actually doing it too. Trying to get him to. Oh, I like this pose I just did. Yeah, this goes hard. Yo. I like that. How I have him like that. I like that pose. Very menacing. It's sick. Yeah, I think I really like the pose I put him in. He looks all like, you know, he looks like a monster. I love it. I love it. I really like how I have him like all hunched over and with his claws out. It goes hard. This is how I'm gonna have him. This is how I'm gonna have him on my shelf. He just looks too good. What's up, Krim? How's it going, bro? He looks too good. Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. That's how I'm gonna have him. So sick. I can't wait to put him at home in the studio. Or not studio, I'm at home in my room with like all the other figures. Where do you guys think I should have them? Where do you guys think I should put them? Should I put them with my MCU Midnight Suns or my comic Midnight Suns? What do you guys think? Peak figure. Thanks, JJ. I appreciate it. You said Ultra. You said right Ultra. You said Fire. You said it does remind me of Michael Jackson. You said, hey everyone, I'm good. Zach finally went out and got a figure pickup. Awesome, awesome. Is it? Yeah, is it the one you dropped in the chat? I forget which one it was. Which one was it? Was it the? I think it was. Wasn't it the Iron? No, no. It was the. Was it the mini comic Iron Man? Let me know. Was it from that was from Wave 2? I think it was Wave 1. Yeah, Wave 1 mini comic Iron Man, right? Let me know. I can't remember which Iron Man figure that is. I almost wanted to say it was a part of the Scourge Build-A-Figure wave, but I know it's not that Iron Man. I don't think so. But yeah, this figure is fire. You said Wave 1 mini comic and Iron Man. Yeah, that's a pretty cool figure. I know a lot of those figures are going on sale right now for Black Friday, so that's what's up. You were able to get that. That's actually sick. This is how I'm keeping him. I love this pose I put him in. It's just so wolf. It just looks so much like a wolf. I really like it a lot. He looks good. Um, so that's the Werewolf by Night. Again, build a figure, or I guess executioner, build a figure, Werewolf by Night figure. Do you like it? Do you not like it? Let me know all your thoughts down in the comment section below or down in the chat. It'll be comment section by the time this goes up, because it'll be an archive stream. But let me know. Let me know if you guys like this Werewolf by Night executioner build a figure figure. Do you like it or not? Let me know. Part of the build a figure wave for executioner. I like it a lot. I like it a lot. It's very simple and simplistic, and I like that too. I like how like it's okay to have figures that don't have a ton of accessories, and they're just it's just the figure. I think that's okay. I think a lot of the times we're always wanting more accessories when a lot of the figures don't need that many accessories. You know what I mean? He said, my surfer and widow from the mini comic wave got moved up from Amazon. They are arriving on the 7th of December. Oh, crap. JJ, thank you for letting me know. I think I checked earlier today. When did you notice that they got moved? Because my surfer still says I bought him on Amazon and it still says December 10th. So let me know. Did that change today? Did it change a few minutes ago? Let me know. But I'm happy with this. I am happy with this figure. I'm gonna kind of keep him here while we're here. I'm gonna kind of just keep him right here while we kind of talk. Hopefully he wants to stay up there. My billy clubs are kind of in the way, but it should be fine. Matt Murdock's got a friend up there that isn't just himself. He actually has a friend with Spidey behind there. So that's like really, really cool. You said it changed 1 hour ago. Okay, thank you for letting me know because that would have sucked if I didn't know. It's actually really close to when I go to Steel City Con. Steel City Con's on the 7th, on the 5th. So that's dangerously close. So I definitely want to make sure that I'm not spending too much because I have that Silver Surfer coming out. Um, but yeah, guys. Uh, yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited to unbox this. I'm excited to unbox this. I kind of want to do it now, but I don't want to have him not with Deku. So I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna wait to do this tomorrow at home. So that way I can actually have Deku in the video and have him in the background and kind of put both of them together and have them side by side. So I am gonna wait to do this, but I want to take him out now. But I am gonna wait because I want to unbox this at home. Well, Deku with all my other My Hero figures. It'll just feel right tomorrow to kind of hold off. I got an unboxing done, which was my Werewolf by Night Marvel Legends, a part of the Executioner build a figure wave, but I want to wait. I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna wait. You said, oh, you got him early. Oh, what is it? I got who early? Oh, Lawrence, are you talking about this? I got Bakugo in. Yeah, I got him in. If that's someone, yeah, I got him in. And this is the Bakugo from Wave 1 of SH Figure Arts. So this is season 7 and 8 Bakugo, but before you know I don't really want to spoil anything, but if you watch season 7, you kind of know what happens and stuff like that. So it's not the Bakugo that's eventually coming out next year. But I did finally get him in. I'm very, very happy about that, Lawrence. I am. He said, hey, bro, I hope all is well. How was your Thanksgiving? Oh, it was good. It was really, really good. Um, Malachi, is that you? Let me know. Let me know if that's you. But yeah, it was well. How was yours? You said Bakugo. Yeah, I remember you said you were ordering him. Yeah, I finally got him in, but I'm also gonna be waiting now until next year for my season 8 Bakugo, which that's gonna be cool. I'm gonna be getting him alongside the Armored All Might, Shigaraki, and all those ones. I'm super excited to get those next year. They're expensive, especially of course Overlay Deku, of course. I'm not gonna say any more than that, guys. I'm sorry, I keep hitting my desk. But yeah, Overlay Deku, yeah, that one is going to be sick to have too. I'm probably the most hyped to get him and to also get the Armored All Might. I think the Armored All might be at the top of the list though. Like that figure looks sick. It'll be my first ever SH Figure Arts All Might figure, so it's going to be cool. It's a great figure. Thanks, I appreciate it. But yeah, guys, we got that unboxed. We got that done. I'm probably never going to use those Build-A-Figure pieces. I might wait until I go back to Japan. Lol, it's cheaper and I love it there. I mean, honestly, do it. You know what I mean? If you got the time, go do it. You know what I mean? It's actually smart because, like I said, I paid a little bit more to get this figure. I'm okay with doing it though. Um, you just got to do what you got to do when it comes to figure collecting. You just got to take the good with the bad. Sometimes you're just going to have to pay a little bit more for some figures. It just all goes depending on how much you really want to figure, and also it goes to depend on most of the time when the figure is it's priced up more, it means it's going to get to you faster. Some of the time it'll get to you a lot faster than ordering it through Amazon sometimes, or ordering it through wherever. Sometimes eBay is a little bit faster. And also, it's just nice to have it. And I just feel like the figure was worth it enough where I was like, you know what? It's a little bit extra. Who the hell cares? I really want this figure. Let's just do it. So I was like, you know what? I'm doing it. I'm glad I did it too because I'm super excited to put them up. It's gonna be sick. You said, Krim, you said I saw the X-Men 97 figures as well on my figure hunt. I saw Cable, Jubilee, and Jacket Wolverine. Fire. MP said hi. Hi. Uh, which Malachi, I believe that's you, right? Let me know. Lawrence, you said, I think if you ever go, you will need another suitcase. Probably. Probably. And I also think I'm going to have to bring a ton of money if I go to Japan because of all the. I feel like I would get a lot of figures, especially I feel like more and more I'm getting into SH Figure Arts, mainly for the anime figures, but I feel like I'm really getting into it more, like I am with like Marvel Legends. I'm like really getting into it more with, you know, My Hero Academia figures. I want to start getting into. I want to get Kaiju number 8 figures. Like there's so many figures I want. It's just yeah. He said, yeah, it's me, bro. How have you been doing? I've been doing great. How have you been? It's been a minute. Just doing my thing, making content, doing these streams every Friday. It's always every Friday. Unless I can't get to it, but usually it's been pretty consistent, guys. Us doing these streams every Friday. I'm very very proud about that. Like I said, the Tuesday chill streams got put on hold. I feel like a lot of people I feel like there wasn't a lot of people showing up on Tuesday as there were on Friday, and I think it was just easier for people to stream than if I say, oh, I'm doing Tuesday and Friday, it's like I can see where some people maybe might forget, or maybe they don't have time to because it's earlier in the week. I think Friday streams are probably the best because it's right before the weekend, and I feel like it works the best, and I feel like the turnout is very good. So yeah. But yeah, just been doing streams and kind of just taking it one day at a time. I've been going back to the gym pretty consistently. I missed yesterday though because it was Thanksgiving, and I also didn't go the day. I think I didn't go the day before. I think I didn't go the day. No, no. I think I did go the day before. Maybe I don't even know what. But long story short, I've been going every day pretty much, except of course for the holiday. I'm planning on going tomorrow, so I'm just kind of trying to get back into the swing of things, trying to get on the schedule. We have things coming up. We have Percy Jackson. It's crazy. December 1st, I believe, is Monday. I think. You guys will have to let me know. Is this December 1st Monday, right? Let me know. Or is it Sunday is this December 1st? Let me know. Either or on the 1st of December, my reactions to season 1 of Percy Jackson will be free until the 9th of December, a day before the premiere of Percy Jackson season 2. If anybody is interested, link in description to my Patreon. Like I said, all of I think it was season 1 had 8 episodes or 7 episodes. So all 7 or 8 episodes of Percy Jackson season 1. If you guys know how many episodes Percy Jackson season 1 had, let me know. But long story short is those will be up free from the 1st of December to the 9th of December, the day before the premiere of season 2. So if anybody's interested, $5 and $10 tier are up. Like I said, you get, and if you want to just test it out, that's why I'm putting my reactions to season 1 up for free. So you guys kind of get a vibe of what the Patreon is like, but also you guys get to binge watch. And I want to give back too and kind of show you guys what things are about. Because I do feel like, it's one of them things where it's like to gain people, you gotta you gotta kind of meet them in the middle ground, and I think this is a perfect middle ground where you guys kind of get to see what I'm doing over there. And yeah, this is just the beginning. Like I said, we have also Fallout Season 2. That's going to be dropping on the 17th of December, but I'm going to be starting on the 12th of my rewatch of Season 1. So that's going to be fun. Those will also be free as well. And then if you guys want to watch my Season 2 reactions, they will be on the $5 and $10 tier. So like I said, content's coming. Also, My Hero Academia reactions are free. I just reacted to episode 6 last Saturday. So my episode 7 dub reaction for season 8 of My Hero will be up tomorrow. Probably around 3 o'clock, 2 o'clock. I think that's when the episode premieres. I'm going to try to do it as soon as possible when the episode drops if I'm not busy. Worst comes to worst, it will be up tomorrow around like 8 or 9 o'clock. I'll probably be up around that time. Probably not even that late. Probably around like 6 to 7 o'clock at the latest, maybe around 6 or 7. But yeah, like I said, I'm excited. I'm excited. Those are free reactions for anybody that's interested and is in the middle of watching My Hero. Those will be up if anybody's interested. I actually want to do a rewatch of the previous episodes, but I think I might wait to do that because I don't know. I feel like they're pretty fresh in my head. And if you guys want to see or hear my thoughts on the first couple of episodes of season 8 of My Hero, those are up on my Instagram. Those are up on my TikTok. If you guys are interested, they are up there of me kind of giving my review, kind of talking about the highlights of the episodes and kind of getting my reaction kind of like after I watched it, like right away. So it's kind of, I mean? I thought about uploading those and then kind of get it because it took so long for me to figure out how the heck to get bypass the protective kind of copyright that was through Crunchyroll about filming through OBS and kind of sharing my screen and stuff like that. So I'm just glad I got it. My brother helped me figure it out. I'm glad he came in clutch, and we're kind of just doing reactions until the season's over. And yeah, it's been hard avoiding things or trying to avoid things when it comes to spoilers, but you just got to do you got to do what you got to do. You know what I mean? I'm a dub watcher. Oh, you said I think. Okay, I think. Do you say? I think if you ever go, okay, I read that. You said, yes. Uh, okay, I read that. You said, the amount of Deku glaze I've been seeing on Instagram is actually insane. Reminder: some of them are the same people who hated on it during the early years. Ultra Nerd. It's kind of crazy to switch up. I've been a Deku. I'm gonna say it, fanboy since I started watching the show back in COVID. Like once I first started actually watching the anime, I instantly was like, he's me. I don't care. Call me a crybaby. I don't care. Like I get emotional, like Deku, and I've gone bullied before, like Deku. I think that's why I gravitate towards characters like Steve Rogers, like Captain America, and like I feel like in Spider Man is because they always fight for the level guy. They always want to do what's right, and Deku's there. Like Deku, right up there with Cap, right up there with Cap and Superman. Bro should be on the honestly should be on the Mount Rushmore. Honestly, of like superheroes, he should be on there. I think my Mount Rushmore would wait. I can't also. Yeah, there's 4 people on Mount Rushmore, right? I just want to. It might be a dumb question, but I honestly don't know. Let me know. It's either 4 or 5. I don't think there's more than that. Let me know. I don't know. Regardless, I do think it would be like Spider-Man, Captain America, Deku. I don't even know who else I'd add. Superman. I don't know. Other than that, I think that's pretty much it. You know what I mean? Uh, you said, but I love to see it. Yeah, I feel that too. The new Punisher that comes with the Nick Fury 2-pack looks amazing. I want it, lol. JJ, you should get it. I mean, it does look cool. I haven't seen it in person, but it looks pretty cool. At least I like the Punisher. That's probably the selling point to me. Is the Punisher? I think that looks pretty cool. Uh, you love Cap. It makes sense. Yeah, yeah. But yeah, honestly, I feel like those are like my main. Like when I think of like fighting for the little guy and kind of like Mount Rushmore is probably Spider Man, Ben 10, Batman, Deku. But I really love Superman, Wonder Woman, and Black Panther. Yeah, yeah, that's a good Mount Rushmore. I like that Ultra. That's a really good Mount Rushmore. Uh, guys, also I just want to clarify, we will be ending stream at like 9. We aren't going to be going until 10, so we are going to end at 9 because, like I said, I'm so drained. I honestly feel myself kind of like fading, getting like really tired. I feel like my eyes are getting heavy. So, like I said, I do probably need to get some sleep. But I am glad I came on here. I'm glad the mics hopefully still sound good. I'm actually excited to rewatch this footage, and hopefully it's not too loud. Hopefully the actual it's actually kind of zoning out the any background noise I have. So hopefully everything is good. Turkey coma. Honestly, I didn't even have turkey. My Thanksgiving, I want to know what everybody had for Thanksgiving. So this was my Thanksgiving dinner. Stuffing, homemade stuffing. I usually do stovetop, but my dad made homemade stuffing. Uh, what else? What else? Green rice, mashed potatoes, rolls, and the brown and serve rolls. That's my Thanksgiving dinner. I don't eat turkey. Probably insane. I know. There's probably a lot of people out there thinking, what the heck? That's not Thanksgiving unless you don't eat turkey. I like turkey, just not like that, if that makes any sense. Seeing it in bird form and it having a different consistency than deli turkey, it just turns me off. I don't like turkey unless it's deli meat turkey. Me personally. But that was my Thanksgiving dinner, and then I had for dessert I had an Oreo cream pie from Eaton Park. That's what I have every year. Bro's gonna get bro's gonna get blipped by 9 o'clock. Who's gonna get blipped by 9 o'clock? You said this looks like a different kind of chill stream. Yeah, yeah, the guy. Yeah, it is different. We're not doing it through the PC. We're doing it through my mobile phone. I'm also using the new lapels. How do they sound? How do I sound? I'm using the feature right now where it just cuts out the background noise and focuses in on my voice. How does it sound? How does it also should look really good too? So the stream. You said a lot of people say turkey is real dry, but honestly, depends on how you cook it. Exactly. Yeah. We had turkey, fried chicken, potato salad, rolls, stuffing, mac and cheese, and greens. Yo, the mac and cheese sounds gas, JJ. That sounds so good. Sounds so good. That with the mashed potatoes and everything would be so good. Just the rolls and it sounds good. Yeah. Fire Thanksgiving. You said what's good, the guy? I don't celebrate Thanksgiving in the UK. Oh, okay. You sound good. Thank you. I appreciate it. Don't tell Arkham you saw me. I love that. I love that. That's just an inside joke. Someone could say that and be like, "What the hell are they talking about? What do they mean by Arkham? Like, what do they mean that you got out of Arkham?" Like, it's just, I love it. I love it. I did ham, chicken ham sides. Sick, sick, sick. It's always unique to me too how people do different things for Thanksgiving. I'm actually gonna like bring this down a bit since I'm no longer doing the review. And I'm gonna bring it in. Actually, no, I'll bring it back a bit. I can bring it back. That's good. It's good. But it's always interesting to me how people do Thanksgiving, like what kind of different foods they have. I feel like mine's always pretty consistent. I feel like I really don't dabble in anything else. Um, but it is nice to look forward to it. Now, mind you, I feel like half the time though, the one thing I look forward to the most for Thanksgiving is the green rice, but we have that pretty much like there's birthdays where that's what some family members want for their birthday, and I'm like, damn, bro. So like it wasn't I think as special this year because we've had it for other people's birthdays leading up to Thanksgiving. So I don't know. It was a damn good Thanksgiving though. It was really nice to kind of have people around and stuff and just but I don't know. It felt different this year. I don't know. I feel like as time goes by, it feels weird when we get to holidays. Bet you Christmas is gonna feel weird. So I don't know. The Wonder Man on Mount Rushmore slander need to stop. Wait, what? The Wonder Woman on Mount Rushmore slander needs to stop. Like, what do you mean, JJ? Like people saying that she shouldn't be on there? Are people saying she should be on there? For me personally, I'm not a huge Wonder Woman fan. I wouldn't have her on there. For me, also, I don't see Wonder Woman. I don't see. I mean, I don't know. Maybe I just because I don't pay attention enough. But for me, when I think about DC characters, I think mainly about Batman and Superman. Before I think of Wonder Woman, before I think of anybody else, maybe I think of Flash next before I think about anybody else besides Batman and Superman. Mainly because of the success of the Flash show, at least in the beginning. But I don't know. Wonder Woman to me, like, she wasn't even on my radar of me thinking she was popular, to be honest. Like, she wasn't, I feel like she really wasn't like Batman and Superman. Like, those are big names. Mind you, I think a lot of people know who Wonder Woman is, but I don't know. I feel like when you hear Batman, you know when you hear Superman. I don't know. That's just my personal opinion, though. I think over the years, like I've learned to like appreciate Wonder Woman more because I feel like I've learned more about her through movies and stuff. But I don't know. Wonder Woman definitely deserves to be on there. Not gonna lie. One of the first female superheroes. Wonder Woman also built DC Comics alongside Batman and Superman. Yeah, I know. I just feel like for me personally, I feel like she didn't even register the name of Wonder Woman back when I was a kid. If it wasn't for Zack Snyder, I probably wouldn't even still know who Wonder Woman was. You know what I mean? Like I didn't pay I wasn't like a big DC comics reader. Like that wasn't really it wasn't like it how it was for me with Marvel. Like well, it wasn't. Now I know who these characters are. I know now. But like before it was different. Um Zack Snyder. Yeah. Um but yeah, so yeah, I don't know. I think now, yeah. I don't understand why people get so, oh, why what, like, she shouldn't be on there. I don't get that. It's also like it's what you choose too. I think people just in general on the internet. Like you can have your own Mount Rushmore, be like, oh, it's just my personal opinion. Here come the internet trolls trolling, saying, oh, you're wrong, your list is wrong, and I think it's fun. You know what I mean? It depends when you grew up. Like anyone born in the 2000s, they mostly know Marvel, not really DC. 90s kids know both. Exactly. That's a great way to put it, Lawrence. Actually, like you put it beautifully. To be honest, I think if you also go by impact on the comic books, Barry Allen Flash, since his 50s comics literally brought comics to the Silver Age, which would later introduce Spider Man and more. Yeah. I have Wonder Woman on my Mount Rushmore alongside Superman, Batman, and Spider Man. Yeah, Spider Man definitely. Like, yeah, for sure. You know what I mean? I don't know. I feel like these other characters have grown too. Like, I think people underestimate the popularity of Captain America and all these other characters. I think they could be on there too. Like, Captain America is very popular. Like, more so now than I would say ever. But like, yeah, like Captain America is really popular. And I think it's crazy when people are like, "Oh, he shouldn't be up there." I'm like, why? And why is that? Like, Iron Man could be up there. You know what I mean? He's surged in popularity. It's like, you know what I mean? It's all, I think at the end of the day how you see your Mount Rushmore. I think if you know what I mean, I don't think there's a right answer per se. It's the way you look at it. You said Cap been popular before the MCU. Well, yeah, but I mean, surge wise, I think he became more popular. I think also JJ, like we gotta admit, the MCU, and I say this all the time, and I say this all the time in terms of like how like Dwight and Dan over at Hasbro, when they like to cater more to like comic figs and stuff, when it's like you guys need to realize the MCU made a lot of people, like it made comic book sales surge. Like I don't think you guys quite understand. Me in particular, I knew ball, but like when these MCU movies came out, it made me want to learn a lot more. Like I think you guys like these movies made people want to read comics. Like, and that's good. That's what these movies are supposed to do. Like there was a major surge in popularity in a lot of these characters. Iron Man and all these, like even more, maybe more than what they were, but like they're staple names now. They're huge now. You said if I had 5 spaces, Spider Man, Batman, Superman, Wolverine, and Hulk. That's cool. I like that. 10. Add Wonder Woman, Thor, Storm, Deadpool, and Iron Man. Cool. I like that. That's sick. That's the thing is that I think Mount Rushmores are supposed to be like how you look at it. I don't think there's a right way to look at it. I think it's how you see what would your Mount Rushmore be of superheroes. And mine would be again Deku, Captain America, Superman, and Spider Man. That would probably be mine, honestly. Like honestly, because I feel like I relate to those characters so much, and just wanting to help and do good, but also like achieve the dreams you have set for yourself. Like I feel like that really is who I relate to. Guys, I don't think you understand. Like I knew of Captain America. If it wasn't for the MCU and Chris Evans's portrayal of Steve Rogers, like that, his like portrayal of the character molded me in who I am today. Like he was a real big part of who I wanted to be, and I connected to that character so much. I mean, again, like I've been bullied before. I've always wanted to, I've always trying to fight the good fight, standing up for people. Like that's me. And like when I saw that on screen, I was like, wow. And not mind you, I was an Iron Man fan before that. Iron Man fan through thick and thin. But when that first Cat movie came out, everything changed. Everything changed. The dynamic changed. I was like, I like Iron Man, but Cap is the dude. Naruto, you said, or Deku in a fight, going all out. I don't know much about Naruto, JJ. I honestly don't know, but I'm gonna say Deku. I mean, we can't, mind you. I don't know. Again, I'm saying it fully. I don't know much about Naruto, but I know Deku, and I'm telling you, from what I've seen of Naruto, I don't think he's standing a chance against Deku. I don't think so. But I could be wrong. I don't know, but I don't think I'm wrong on that though. I don't think I'm wrong on that though. Uh, Even the young Avengers have some stands out names exactly, as well as ever since the animated movie. Exactly, like the Young Avengers animated movie. Exactly, 100%. Like, yeah, I really do feel like people forget, like, Marvel was popular, but like when the MCU came out, it got a lot of people wanting to read comics, and it brought a lot of people into the fan base. Like, it's insane. It's insane. I'm not gonna lie, not that many people put Ben 10 on their ranking, but bro literally shaped people's childhoods. Yeah, and is really popular. Yeah. Oh, 100%. Ben 10 is super popular. I remember the first time I watched Ben 10, I was obsessed. I was like, this is so sick, such a cool concept. I wanted to dress like Ben 10. I wanted the Omnitrix. I mean, how every kid wanted the Omnitrix, but yeah, OG Ben 10 is the best Ben 10. And the Wii game for Ben 10, fire, fire. Which Naruto, the young one or older? I didn't even know there was either. So I don't know. Like I said, I don't know much about Naruto. Um, I know there was a lot of people that like it. It never piqued my interest because it is an old anime. Sometimes I'm gonna be honest with you guys. If the anime style's old, like One Piece. Like if you watch the beginning of One Piece, that shit's old. Like I can't with it. It's just there's a look to it. It just takes me out. I need modern day anime to like get me in there. That's just my personal opinion. Sometimes I'm like I can't do this. I gave Demon Slayer a shot after I watched like 3 episodes and I was like, yeah, I'm done. I'm like, this ain't it. And apparently my friend told me he's a huge Demon. I have 2 friends that are huge Demon Slayer fans. They say it starts out really slow and like it starts to get really good. And I'm like, I can't do that. You said older Naruto had at his prime nine-tailed fox spirit, real strong among with his regeneration. I don't know, to be honest. I'm currently on Naruto and it's really good story. Okay, that's cool. Everyone talks about the MCU, rightfully so, but the 90s is definitely a underrated decade of Marvel. I mean, yeah, 100%. Like the way I see it, and I always look at this, without without Marvel comics, there would be no MCU, and without the MCU, there would be no like opening the door to having people want to go read and a surge in kids wanting to go read comics. It's like it's helping each other out. It's all feeding back into comics. It's all going back into the funnel. Comics started it. They became movies inspiring new generation of kids, teenagers, young adults to want to then go learn about these characters that they're watching on screen, and that's how it's supposed to be. This is where I'm sorry, this is where DC fails. Like that's where it fails. I find it more where like I just what I'm seeing doesn't make me want to go read any stuff with DC. Like I just it doesn't entice me. It doesn't make me care. And it's like that's the disconnect. Is like if you can't get a connection there to new generation of people, you're cooked. It's like you're stopping that funnel of bringing in a new generation to then want to go into comics, to then want to go keep watching your movies, to then learn more about new characters, to go read. See what I'm saying? It's like you're breaking that funnel, and I feel like it shouldn't be that hard, especially because DC, especially with their animated stuff and their earlier stuff, I think really was really up there. You know what I mean? Not to say they're not up there now, but like I don't know. I don't really know what's going on with DC Comics, to be honest. Uh you said I think all the media packed in their own respective fields. Marvel peaked in comics during the 60s and 70s. Peaked in TV in the 90s and 2000s. Anime has a new gen. Wait, anime has the new gen. Yeah, for real. It's sad because remember when DC was everywhere in the yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. It was everywhere. It was everywhere. And then it did the reverse. And now it's I'm sorry. It's like I'm not, yeah, I'm not. And it makes me happy though that people are liking what James is doing and everything. But it's just for me personally, I don't know. I don't see any much of a change. And yeah. And it sucks because I want to feel the way people are feeling, but it's kind of hard when you're not feeling it. DC fell off when Zack Snyder was in charge, not gonna lie. I mean, yeah, well, yeah. Because even with the standalone DC stuff like Batman Begins, the Dark Knight Rises, like DC was still kicking ass even when they're with their solo stuff. They were still doing good. But yeah, it was when universes started to they tried to start the universe stuff. And it still feels like they're trying to do it and it's not jiving. There's still a disconnect for me personally. DC and Marvel is like hands me down. Newer gens need their own stuff to build off of. DC and Marvel are like hand me down. Never, yeah, Gene, yeah, they need their own. Yeah, the problem with DC is that they are making Batman content a lot, especially with their video games. I mean, yeah, I feel like that's their big. They know that's what's going to bring people in, but also at the same time, people are tired of it. So it's like, yeah. I love the characters like Flash, Nightwing, Batgirl. DC just keeps recycling Batman and Superman. That's a biggie. That's a big problem. It is. It is. Yeah. I mean, honest to God, like I didn't even know about Stargirl. Was it Wildcat, Hourman? I didn't even know who the hell they were until it was Stargirl. Shout out to Stargirl, peak ass show. Probably consistently, it was one of the most consistently good shows besides Superman and Lois on their full runs, and had Stargirl had the best action. Shit you not. If you guys don't believe me, go look up clips, fight sequence clips. They go hard, like for no reason, for no reason. Like they cooked. They cooked. Yeah, so good, so good. I recommend that show to anybody, along with Superman and Lois. That's consistently good and probably portrayals comic accuracy very, very well. I think it's the best. It's great. It's great. Batman, Spider-Man, and Superman are the most popular characters. They can into those. I mean, yeah, 100%. Like, if you make a Batman movie, people are going to go see the Batman movie. If you're going to make a Superman movie, people are going to go see a Superman movie. It's it's a safe bet. Spider-Man, everybody's going to go see Spider-Man. Those are the characters that are very safe bets where, like, people are going to go. Like, you just know it. As much as I personally love DC, I do agree they need to bring in characters that most people don't know. Much like the Legion superheroes with the likes of Saturn Girl and Lightning Lad. Lightning Lad? What? I didn't. I mean, I feather like a couple. I think it was a couple of hours ago. I didn't look at the time. I don't know. She's probably hungry by now, though. Yeah, she's most definitely hungry by now. I feather. I think it was around like when I got home. So that was around 3 or 4. I got home. I'm excited for Lanterns and Batman Part 2. I would say I'm excited for the Batman Part 2, but I'm not gonna lie, the Penguin show sucked. I did not like that show. There was a big gaping hole on where the hell Batman was. It just took me out. Mind you, great acting. Great acting. Very consistent too with the look of Gotham, but that's not enough. Like, I'm sorry, I don't buy where's Batman? We can't. My problem is that we can't ignore questions like that when it's really like integral to like where Gotham is at the end of the Batman movie, like how much of a shit show it is. And you're telling me Bruce just decided to vacation? Like that's where I'm kind of my excitement for the Batman 2 is kind of depleted until we get a trailer. I just don't really care. You know what I mean? And the characters that need to do wait to be does justice like Firestorm and Martian Manhunter. Dude, Firestorm is cool. Again, I wouldn't. There's a lot of these characters I would not know much of if it was not for like people want to talk trash on the CW. Like in the, I feel like now, but in the earlier days, everybody loved it. And there's a lot of people that didn't get to see those glory days of the early CW, and in terms of like Arrow, Flash, and all like Legends of Tomorrow and all these shows. But without those shows, these names would not register for me because I was not a big DC book reader, comic book reader. I was not like that. So I know these names because of the CW. Most people know names because of the MCU, and it makes them want to go read. See what I'm saying? Is like DC shows did it right. The movies can't do it. It seems like you had people wanting to go read because of the shows, and a lot of people aren't wanting to read because of what they're trying to do with the movies. Like I just yeah, and I think that's pretty accurate. You said as far as comics, I think that point goes to Marvel because of events like World War Hulk and Infinity Gauntlet. I heard somewhere that Lanterns got delayed. It doesn't surprise me, Krim, if that is true. It doesn't surprise me. Yeah, Krim, they are. That's tough. Smallville, Flash. Yeah, again, Smallville. Yeah, Smallville. Like Smallville paved the way for superhero shows in general. Like that paved the way. Flash, Legends of Tomorrow, Constantine, Arrow were really good. Yeah, they were. They were. And the first 3 seasons of the Flash, the first like 3 of the 4 seasons of Arrow. After Damien Dark, I think that's when it took a turn for Arrow. But yeah. And Legends of Tomorrow, I can't remember where it started to really go downhill, but I really enjoyed that. Like things had strong starts, but then around their fourth to fifth seasons, that's when things started to get really bad. So I hope they introduce Green Lantern color yellow weakness. Wait, yellow weakness as a gag seasons. You said I prefer Marvel comics over DC comics. JJ, I agree. I feel the same way. DC does TV animated. Oh yeah, DC does really good animated shows. They do. I don't know as much anymore because if I'm being honest, I did not care to even watch Creature Commandos, and I've said reasons why. Um, and even the Harley Quinn show. I think DC animated stuff now sucks. I can't remember a good last thing that they did show wise. Movie wise, I don't know. I haven't been watching the movies that they'll make for like Justice League or stuff like that, the animated movies. I don't really keep up with those, but yeah, I like that animation. Though that stuff looks good. You said DC does TV animated shows better. The movies they only did Batman better. The movies they only did Batman better. What do you mean? What do you mean by Batman better? Oh, I mean like out of all the Batman movies. I mean, yeah, all the Batman movies have been pretty consistent. I'm not a huge fan of The Dark Knight Rises, but that's still passable. And then The Batman is my favorite. But I mean, but I wouldn't even say that's fully true though, because my favorite Superman movie for me personally is Superman Returns. DC Static Shock show was so peak. I don't remember much about the Static Shock animated show. I remember watching it when I was younger, but I don't remember much. Marvel female baddies are better than DC baddies. You know, nowadays DC animated shows, movies suck. Yeah. The Batman movies are all solid. Even got awards. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, that was those are super solid. I think those are the only things that like I think everybody can probably find common ground on is probably that all the Batman movies have been pretty consistent. Not talking about the older ones, mind you. I've never really. I think I've seen a little bit of like George Clooney's Batman. I have seen both Michael Keaton's Batman movies. I've seen both. Um, I think I like the second one better than the first one. But even then, I still don't think any of the earlier stuff touched what Christopher Nolan did or what Matt Reeves did with Batman. Like, but it was different times. You know what I mean? Different times, different eras of Batman and comics and stuff like that. You said I love how Static Shock show wasn't afraid to tackle issues like homelessness, school shootings, and racism. I mean, honestly, like we got to get. That's one of the reasons why I really, really like Your Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man, because they tackled stuff with Lonnie Lincoln. They tackle stuff with him, and I love that. I love that they're not afraid to like they're not shying away from anything. I like that a lot. I hope they can continue that in season 2. You said if DC does a static live action movie, a Miles Morales movie, yeah, they could, yeah, get a younger audience. Batman Beyond and Titans, yeah, is another way they can do it. Yeah, honestly, I would love to see a. I want to see. I want to see a Miles Morales movie so bad, but it has to be at the right time, at the right point. You know what I mean? It's got to be perfect in terms of the story. I just don't want him just being there. Something like, you know what I mean, needs to be. It needs to make sense. Uh, if these okay, read that. You said one of the most relatable DC characters. Yeah, DC characters. Yeah, guys, it is 8:58. I'm gonna be getting off here in a few minutes. Because I also need to like take a shower tonight, but I also need to like run to the store because I am staying at the studio tonight. So because I have to get a couple of things done. But I am glad that I came on here tonight. I'm glad that we did not miss another chill stream. I think like I said, we've been going pretty strong with these Friday chill streams. I don't remember the last one we missed because it's been pretty consistent. I think maybe we might have missed maybe one or two before. Not in a while though. It's been pretty consistent. So yeah, I'm pretty proud of that. And I'm hoping we can keep it up, especially going into the new year. I really just want to keep them up. And like I said, Wonder Man is coming early January. So that's going to be fun to, do our pre-show and after party spoiler discussions. Of course, my reactions to Wonder Man will be up on Patreon. But I am excited for Wonder Man. I think that's going to be, it's going to make us wonder. It's going to be weird. It's going to be unique. I'm excited for stuff like that. I like when Marvel's not afraid to test the waters. That's how it should be, and not playing things safe. You know what I mean? I like that. You said the hold up with the static is due to the rights. Yeah. I forget who has the rights and all that. How's that all tangled up? I always liked the look of Static Shock. I always thought he looked dope. But yeah, I don't remember much. I remember I used to really enjoy it when I was younger, the show. But like I said, that was where I was like, I can't remember any of that. I'd have to like literally rewatch it now to probably like try to remember anything. If Dwayne McDuffie were still alive, he would make a perfect static movie. Yeah. Um, an icon movie would be cool too. An icon movie? What's an icon movie? Icon? Is that like a character? Guys, it is 9 p.m. I'm going to be ending it here. Also, my phone's about to die, so it's actually perfect timing. But like I said, guys, hope everybody has a good weekend, a good rest of their kind of break. I know a lot of people are on Thanksgiving break, holiday break, until like I know my brothers and sisters don't come back, I think, until Tuesday. Also, I'll keep you guys updated on my Deku cosplay. Me and my mom are going to be working on it on Monday. So that's going to be fun. We're going to be working on it on Monday. Hopefully, maybe this weekend, I'd like to work on it. If I can give my mom some time and help her watch the kids, she can start working on the costume. Because like I said, there's a couple of spots we need to put some Velcro in and get things placed in the right way. But as soon as it all gets done, I'm gonna be getting photos up for you guys and kind of debut the official kind of look at it. I also have a wig in the works too for my Deku cosplay, so I'm excited for that as well. I just need to try it on, see how it looks, get it styled a certain way, and it should be good. So yeah, there's a couple of things down the pipeline. So look forward to seeing maybe some of that stuff sometime next week. I don't think those adjustments will be done probably until mid next week. It has to be done before Friday because that's this upcoming Friday is when my convention is. Now that I got my lapels and they sound good, apparently you guys told me this is what the quality is going to be like for my vlog at Steel City Con. When I go toy hunt or go do whatever, that's what I'm going to be working with. So stay tuned. I'm hoping to find some cool stuff there, some cool figures. I don't really know necessarily what I'm even going to be looking for. I don't know. It's just going to be really me looking around, seeing what I can find, and kind of going from there. And I'll kind of show you guys probably my haul at the end of that video. That will be, like I said, sometime. That video will be up sometime on Friday, probably late Friday, maybe at maybe in the afternoon Friday. That video will be up. Just stay tuned. It should be up on Friday. I don't think it's gonna take until Saturday to do that. I don't think so. So just stay tuned for that, and then stay tuned for any like cosplay news updates about my Deku cosplay. But you guys have a good weekend though. You said that Deku cosplay was peak BTW. Thank you so much. I appreciate you, bro. Lawrence, he said peace. Thank you again for stopping in here. All right, man. You get some rest, man. Yeah, recharge back to full. Yeah, I got to. But you guys have a good weekend. Hope everybody has a great day, a safe day, and I'll catch you guys next time. Peace.